Hello and welcome to another update video about XRP. Yeah, XRP is currently moving so far as planned. It seems to be coming down, finally here into this support area. We already talked about that in yesterday's video. I did explain to you that the move down is likely a Y wave. Yeah, so within a WXY structure, we're in the Y wave, which typically unfolds as a three-wave structure. And I explained to you in yesterday's video, there's a good chance that we're coming down into this support area. And it seems like we're still on track. Had a bit of a recovery yesterday, but nothing that changed the trend. No highs were taken out. And we get a nice and clear three-wave structure in wave Y, ultimately leading to this completion of the WXY structure. As explained yesterday, I would pay attention to the ascending trend line here, but ultimately it's the entire box which could be relevant. But looking at this, the likelihood is that we get quite close to the trend line at least. Looking at the proportions between waves A and C, that seems quite likely. If you don't know where we stand here, looking at the bigger picture, apparently there's some kind of a ripple event, I think, in a few days, but I think the market doesn't really care about it. And you find some influencers talk about that, but you know, the market is just moving sideways. Absolutely no interest. It seems to be a great spot to do a bit of a recovery rally and then a complete breakdown. That's at least the current assumption. I will only change my view if the price proceeds above 55.8 cents, as mentioned before. So very consistent with previous updates. The relevant levels haven't changed. Breakout point to the upside is 55.8 cents. Yes, you could say there might be a small breakout point above the trend line here. We have 3 touch points. So if the price manages to break above the trend line of the triangle, that might hint at something more bullish. But from an Elliott Wave point of view, it's not before breaking above 55.8 cents that things are really changing here. So ultimately, this is an Elliott Wave triangle, and it forms an A, B, C, D, E structure. We seem to be working our way down now in the D wave, as anticipated, and there should be or could be another recovery rally afterwards in an E wave, which would be the last wave within that triangle. Yeah, so we're already quite far into the triangle, at least if we base it on the trend lines. Now, trend lines also in triangles, they aren't always super reliable. Really, the breakdown point here is below the B wave low, so that's 45.8 cents. Essentially, I'd be watching eventually for a break below the August low, so below 43 cents to complete this overall move to the downside. So that would be ideal, because of the August lows, there hasn't been any impulse, just sideways corrections. And this wave count is also pretty much in line with what Bitcoin is doing. So also Bitcoin, we talked about in the previous video here today, that it could go a little lower. Again, it won't happen in a straight line, right? But it goes a little lower, and then it could get that rally in a wave 2, which might potentially be the E-wave rally here. I mean, it's not entirely clear how that exactly fits together. It could also be a small rally here in the C-wave before breaking down further. We'll see. But essentially, what we need is confirmation that this triangle breaks to the downside is a break below 45.8 cents. And I mean, already, again, a hint would be a break below the ascending trend line here. But really, it's the B wave low that needs to be broken to the downside, and something that would need a reinterpretation of the chart would be a break above 55.8 cents. So it's basically a large range we're moving in, but within the range, you seem to be moving in a triangle. So I'm observing these relevant levels. And yeah, I think that's really everything. What we could do, and that's sort of could be quite important, is to take a look at how or what would be the targets for the C wave. I mean, just to specify that a little bit further, the box here, the target box, is sitting between 49 cents and 47.5, but we can use the length of the A wave in the triangle or in the Y wave, go to the high of the B wave, and then a key level to watch would be 48.2 cents here, yeah? Or even the 61.8 extension level, but that's not really long enough. There's at 49.1 cents, but 48.2 is certainly a level I would pay attention to, because that's the 1-to-1 ratio, a very common target. At least I would expect a bit of a bounce there, maybe. Yeah, that's my update about XRP. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.